with teeth, then I tell it to bite. Say your last words before I'm off in the night with the fuzz on my tail. You know I'll be paying the price, yeah.
Welcome back to the J3G channel. I'm your host, J3G. And I think he did. And today, my fellow Caribbean family, we're coming back on a serious note. Very serious note. I've watched this video, I think, twice. This will be my third time, but this time I wanted to react because I wanted to say a few things on my actual skull, you know, about this this whole situation. So first things first. 3 weeks later. Welcome back, family. Welcome back. Let me make sure. Give me a sec, guys. Anyway, as I was saying, sorry about the little cut there. Yeah, I wanted to speak on this for a little time since it came out. Never did because we've been moving, as you could tell. New setup, new stuff going on. But I'm gonna give it a third go because I want to hear it a third time, and kind of share my personal thoughts of what I think about it. You know, being I wouldn't say completely white, to be honest with you, but being a person that could probably understand more of where it comes from.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere, having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down.
See, right here is where you gotta feel for Cory a little bit, and here's where I feel for him in the fact of if you watch Coryxkenshin, you would know for sure that he puts an insane amount of editing and effort into every single one of his videos. Doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes long or an hour long. He compacts so much into the actual video that it makes you keep watching. And that's the beauty of, you know, watching Coryxkenshin. So for a video like this, you know, and it's just a horror game. It's literally all it is. It's just a horror game, and this is one of the bigger problems that everybody sees with YouTube is the fact of, hey, we blocked your video, but we don't exactly know why. See, like when it's different for music, like let's say I do a reaction video like I normally do for you guys on music, and for music it's different. It actually tells you the exact time that, you know, hey, this is copywritten, it can't be shown, or it's blocked in whatever countries. and you have to remove it. Otherwise, if you don't remove it, then the video stays blocked. So that becomes a problem, because I've had a few times already where I've done a music reaction and it just doesn't come out the way I want it to, because it makes me cut out certain sections. So it goes from like a 15-minute video all the way to like a 12-minute video, just because of copyright reasons. But in his case, because it's age restriction is very aggressive. You know, if a video gets age restricted, it really cracks your channel pretty hard. So I get why he's, you know, really upset and pissed off. Let's keep going.
Down, the policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I sent him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know.
See, before he even gets to this next part, YouTube should have already done that searching and browsing for that particular situation of what occurred. They should have did that already. So the fact that they didn't, and you know, like he's saying, you know, they favor the bigger YouTubers. I mean, I get it. You know, promote your biggest, or one of your biggest impacts. I get it, but at the same time, there's fair play. So if Markiplier's videos, if he's generating millions of views more than Cory, then he can be up there. That's fine. But Cory's not that. He's not a small YouTuber. He's pretty big. He's got almost 15 million. So him being a pretty big YouTuber already, which I first found Cory at about 6 million. I think it was 6 or 7 million, and then, which was what, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, because he's exploded in subscribers. So he's gotten massive. But what he's saying is not wrong. And I've seen it a few times already, because the last time they gave him a copyright strike without any particular reason. So it doesn't make any sense. That's fine for, you know, YouTube to you know, want to have bigger creators on their front page, you know, cool. But he shouldn't be, you know, far behind. He shouldn't be on a barricade to like, hey, you know, oh yeah, he's got 10 million subscribers less. We're gonna put him, you know, on the 5th page of recommendation because he has age restriction or whatever, and we're gonna make sure that he's pushed down because we don't like him personally. You guys don't like him because he works harder. You know, he's one of the hardest working YouTubers I think I know. I mean, I know other YouTubers put a good amount of work, but he has like the most probably creativity. That from the videos that I've seen from Cory, all of his videos have extreme creativity, and they're just so they're different compared to everyone else. So it's good for him because he stands out, but it's also at the same time, you know, he doesn't want to build the narrative, which is true. Nobody wants to build the narrative, hey, it's because I'm black, or you know, I don't want to be a part of this whole situation. I get it. Let's keep going.
I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Cory, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal.
See, let me go back here. Just to pause it on there.
What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed.
So this has to be so frustrating. It really does, and I feel part of this when I do YouTube or music reactions, because I sometimes get these emails, hey, we flagged your thing for copyright, or sometimes they just completely remove the video and just don't tell me why. You know, on the first video, this is the response I was given. We have reviewed the video you applied or appealed and determined it does not violate our community guidelines. At YouTube, we take health and well-being of all our creators and viewers seriously. Awareness and understanding of mental health is important. We do, and we support creators sharing their stories, such as posting content discussing their experiences with depression, self-harm, or other mental issues. We do not, however, allow content that promotes suicide, self-harm, or is intended to shock or disgust viewers. Your video was flagged by the community and has been reviewed by our enforcement team. Upon further review, we determined that your content does not violate our guidelines and have reinstated your video. Any actions taken against your account have also been reversed, so there should be no termination or any other penalty against your account based on this takedown. Wow.
My age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video.
Notice these dates here. Look how long it took for this to go through. This is, you see that right there? 8/19.
They took it off after they already rejected my appeal.
8/19. So it took a day for them to go through that. That's pretty good. It took a day for them to go through that. This was 6 days ago from when he was looking at it, whatnot. But that's
appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great, this is awesome. Look, Cory, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy.
this is actually pretty, I think, for them, and I'm inclined to believe racism and favoritism plays a part in this. So correct me if I'm wrong with this situation. YouTube reversed the decision. They doubled down on yesterday after being presented by the Markiplier clip. I'm actually more surprised they reversed it rather than tripled down. And this just age restrict him too. This actually speaks volume more, and all the momentum for the first video has been voided for nothing now. Before I drop an exposed video tomorrow with evidence that has been presented to me, I'm hoping for some clarity that might make some sense in a way to dissuade me from getting ready to stir this pot further. Can you inquire why they changed their mind and who made the decision to reinforce the age restriction yesterday, as well as the reasoning for do so, and why these incidents always coincide with me trending #1 multiple days in a row. I felt treatment for me from YouTube, especially. We've been hitting #1 trending multiple days in a row on multiple occasions, which is true. Has been negative, and my content has been scrutinized heavier than my counterpart like Markiplier. This case provides exactly that, actually. Why wasn't his video monitored the moment he released it to check if it violated self-harm guidelines? If I have my suspicion my content gets targeted / suppressed, and YouTube will make any attempt they can to kill my channel momentum. And this caused more anything that has happened so far. So, yeah. Well, I would hope race would not have to do anything with it. How can I be proven 100% it does not? He's pissed. And notice this, he took a few days before actually posting this, because he said before when I drop an exposed video tomorrow, which would have been the 20th, which this came out, I believe, 11 days ago or so. We are in September. So, what's today? September 5th. So he posted this about 5 or 6 days after trying to get a response, which I guess he never did. So then I don't understand how YouTube can take a day to fix a situation, or to pretty much, remove his age restriction and re-age restrict the video and then age restrict Markiplier's video, but not give him an answer back to this question because he posted the video. So if he posted the video, they either gave him a BS response, or they just straight up didn't want to reply.
Email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision?
It's true. Look how mad he's getting. I mean, I'd be mad too. Was the initial restriction automated or human reviewed? Who was the reviewer that rejected my appeal, and why? And why did they take Markiplier's? They're all valid questions. They're very valid. And the fact that he didn't get a response and had to post this video is sad by itself, that YouTube can't come out and be like, hey, this is a specific reason why or whatnot, because it's just going to help everybody at the end of the day. Because if YouTube comes back with a BS response, it's going to make Cory probably leave the platform, not want to do YouTube. And if you have a big YouTuber that just quits like that, that's a big problem.
My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10-15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again, and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's.
So that was 4 days after, as he just put the email up. It was 4 days after from the last response that they unage restricted the
video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa, okay. We see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to like talk about this, make a video about it. You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? my peers. And when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Cory? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the Mortuary Assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now, I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video? I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence. These situations always coincide with an uptick of growth. And it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that. No problem.
Yes,
but
sir.
to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever Coryxkenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games.
He does.
Like, I literally. This is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. You know, log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh, yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get.
So, yeah, you see who we put in there? Instead of putting us on the front page, boosting our video organically, this is what we get. It's supposed to be thankful.
Get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do, and when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we gotta age restricted, and then, oh no, we gotta he's on to us. Okay, we gotta age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake! That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. You know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts. But it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it? You know, I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do. And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned, or they they start not sending my videos out to my subscribers, or a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos, we know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
And I don't disagree. I really don't. I don't disagree with it. It's everywhere. I didn't stretch this morning. It's unfortunately everywhere. Racism can be literally everywhere, and this is hopefully you guys can understand. And get to the end of the video to hear me out with all this. So most of my family is people of color. My dad's definitely darker than me. I get my skin tone normally from my mom, but they're both Hispanic. And all the people we hang around, family members, my friends, mostly people of color. I mean, it's this is how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be in symphony, be in harmony. It shouldn't be the fact of a color that changes so many things, and it's unfortunate that it does. It's unfortunate that we live in the year 2022 and there's still stuff going on that he has to sit here and waste his time posting a video because a massive platform that generates billions of dollars wants to be a little bit racist towards him. That's a shame. That's a pure shame. Didn't think this video was going to be a half hour long, but it's a heavy subject. I mean, it's not something that can be taken lightly. It's not something that can be tossed around. I'm with Cory. I'm with Cory, and now I have to be looking out for stuff like that too. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me, but I don't know what YouTube's going to do. I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, well, Cory stored up the internet because look at this. There's another one right there speaking the truth. There's another one right there. People have already reacted to it, and they're pissed. But I don't blame them. So, appreciate all you Caribbean family coming out for the return 3 weeks later. But appreciate everybody in here. I support Cory 100%. Agree with everything he's saying. But it's just really unfortunate because I'm on YouTube a lot. A very lot. And for one of the YouTubers that I enjoy watching on a daily basis, when he posts or some of his older videos even, I really enjoy it. So to see that come out of him, I know he's pissed. He might even take another break. It's unfortunate just because someone wants to, play unfair. But I hope you guys stand with Cory too. But I got to get out of here. I got some things I got to do. So appreciate all you guys in there. I'm in Caribbean family. Be sure to hit that like. Be sure to hit that subscribe. And see you guys in a bit. Peace.